everybody, what's going down? My name is Sonja Marie with Wordlife Astrology, here to give you some astrological inspiration and some spiritual information to go alongside that. Yes, today is Monday, March 18th, 2024, and I love to tell you what's going down this week. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. If this information resonates with you, I encourage you to like and subscribe and to share this information. If you are a repeat offender, those that have been supporting your girl for a little while, thank you. Big hugs go out to you because I am appreciative of the fact that you keep a sister's algorithm moving. So please continue with your likes and the comments and share whatever you feel about what's in the videos that I present to you. I appreciate you. One quick announcement: on Thursday, March 21st at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to do a live here on YouTube to talk about the upcoming eclipse season. A real quick hint, this eclipse season has everything to do with you and your partners. Now, your partners can be your business partners, your personal partners, your competition even. So what do we need to change drastically in order to make these relationships better for us? I'm going to be addressing all signs, so you guys should come on out. You ladies should come on out. It's donation basis only. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or at the very least, share this information so we can make our world just a little bit better. Okay? I can't wait to see you on Thursday. Let's get down to the week. Today is Monday, that's right, and the moon is in Cancer, the emotional sign, the watery sign, the receptive sign of Cancer. We had a really good conversation last night in regards to putting some respect on the water signs and our job in regards to being receptive, to being emotional, sensitive, heightened when it comes to how we feel things and how we move through the world. This world has taught us to be actually opposite, to not give respect on our emotions, to hold back our emotions, to dismiss our emotions, to keep powering through and don't pay attention to how you feel, but get the job done. I think it's a grave imbalance that it puts in the hearts and souls and the personalities of human beings. And if you can tell, by turning on your news, you see the imbalance. Truly, truly, truly. In any case, I want you to do your best to understand that when the moon is in a particular sign, or when there's some water sign energy that's floating and coming our way, it's doing its best, at the very least, to keep us moving with heartfelt energy, because the heart is necessary to be respected and responded to. Nothing lasts without the agreement of the heart and soul. And that's what water signs encourage us to do. Stay in connection with our heart, how we feel, and what's important to our singular, solitary mission here on this planet. Don't get me started talking about water signs. Let me get into today. That moon in Cancer is the moon in Cancer urging our feelings, urging our emotions, urging our heightenedness of sensitivity and intuitive information that's coming at us. Is sextiles Jupiter. That's a big deal. It's about caring and being emotionally mature about the things that are coming towards us. Jupiter, about the skittles, about the rewards, about the prosperity and the opportunities that are coming towards us. It's about the emotional connect in those things. If you did not have the heart's approval when it comes to our blessings, when it comes to evolving, this is all Jupiter stuff, when it comes to religious doctrines and walking our talk, so to speak, then it wouldn't last. We need to put emotions and care on all the possibilities that are surrounding us in order to receive it. Otherwise, it can walk right on by us. So make sure you care and put emotionality, understanding, intuitiveness around all the beautiful winds that are happening in your life so you can get more. Also, that moon in Cancer is squaring Mercury in Aries. So even though we care, even though we feel the emotions, even though we feel the sensitivity and the intuition, it's asking when we speak though. When we listen, when we communicate, do your best not to allow it to come out too fast or come out too bold or come out too straightforward in a way in which it literally nullifies the emotional care that's on the words that you really want to say. The bottom line is some people today on Monday may feel a certain way and then say it quite contrary. Don't allow that to happen by taking a beat, by taking a moment, by counting to 5 and making sure your heart is in alignment with how you think, thus can say the words that can promote a good feeling for people, that can promote some movement and advancement. Also today, that moon is sextile in Uranus. So if you care about a thing, the moon in Cancer, if you care about a thing and you choose your words with that Mercury aspect, Uranus says, I will help you to change your life. The emotional safety that you can feel today is asking you to hold on to that, to remember that, to understand that your feelings, your emotions are worthy. And when it hits Uranus, it says, and now we'll change our life forever because of that. Because you convinced yourself that your tears matter. You convinced yourself that your heart matters. You convinced that feeling safe within your emotional body matters. So things that I'm going to do from here on out will change drastically. I will become anew. I will be more innovative. I will be more rebellious in how I want to stand tall and firm within myself and defend and support my own heart's growth. I hope that makes sense to y'all because that's a big deal without me getting way too deep. At 3. On Tuesday, that moon is still in Cancer, but it will slide into Leo at 3:33 p.m. Eastern time. And when it does, it's a party. You know why? Because the sun is going into Aries that same evening, 11:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Aries season. And the spring equinox has blown down the door. Boom! Look who stepped in the room. All this Aries energy. Now, you can be any sign in the zodiac, but when the sun, again, goes into a particular sign, we get that energy on us. What we do with that energy is on us individually. But here comes this Aries forthright energy, this industrious energy, this get it started kind of energy, this risk-taking energy, this energy that's always dealing and rooting for the underdog. Aries energy is real sweet like, especially when it deals with other people in situations in which they can't fight for themselves. Aries energy will always step up and fight for the underdog, fight for those that don't have a voice, fight for those that don't have a way, looking for justice or just wanting to fight, to confront a situation because things are not right. I love Aries energy for the mere fact that it's like the fool, like the baby, like that juvenile energy that says we can do anything. We can jump off this cliff and we can make things happen. That's Aries energy. We need Aries to start things. Otherwise, everybody was standing on a cliff going, I don't know, what you think? Well, maybe we should plot it out. No. Aries energy just jumps and is done. We need that every now and again because as that Aries is jumping and we realize it has a parachute and it's going to survive, everybody else follows suits and they recognize a situation is not as bad as they thought it was and they can really get some things done. Aries energy is dope. On Tuesday as well, that moon in Cancer, before it goes into Leo, it will trine Neptune. Be a leader in crafting your emotional maturity to fit your spiritual impulses. I love that. Ooh, I think I wrote that too. That moon in Cancer and its need for its emotional maturity hooks up with Neptune to say, yes, I want to feel safe with who I am. Now I just need to get the hits from spirit, my ancestors, my guides. Now I just need to be calm. Now I just need to have faith and believe that my emotionality, that my sensitivity works for me. that me being safe in any situation is necessary because it works for me, because my guides are telling me, because I've prayed about it, because intuitively I can feel it, because I care, And here is combining with Neptune, as Neptune brings in the intuition, the prayers, the understandings from the other side, our artistic abilities, and allows us to create and be one with spirit, because we know that it's important to feel safe and to care about ourselves and others. That moon is also going to trine the sun just before it goes into Aries energy. So this is the last little hurrah the moon will have with the sun, helping us to feel, yes, harmonious, victorious. It's always good when that moon trines the sun, because it allows the expressions of the moon and our emotions and our feelings to be right alongside the sun, our core, our vulnerable places. So feel good about what has to be internally and spiritually convicted in our soul. Understand that when you stand on the fact that you care about a thing, that you care about a person, that you are intuitive and you are sensitive. Yes, I'm repeating things on purpose. That you care about these things. It is bringing us in right alignment with our core and the vulnerability of who we are. It makes us bigger and brighter to shine our essence. On Wednesday, the moon will be in Leo, as I stated, and that moon will square Jupiter. Watch your expectations from your emotional nature and the emotional investments that you may have put into something. When it doesn't garner the results that you are looking for, you may become a little impatient, okay? That moon in Leo has big expectations. You've been doing a lot of work. You've been feeling a thing. I've been talking about it, right? You've been doing a lot of work. You've been feeling it. You've been really secure on being safe, on being emotionally connected, about your prayers being answered, about you expounding and becoming a better you. Sometimes when the moon goes into Leo, especially when it involves a square, it can kind of get its emotions kind of caught up in a prideful type of way, looking for expectations of what a person or a situation should be in order to make us feel safe, in order to make us feel caring, in order to make us feel calm and loved. Well, it's saying, please watch your expectations on Wednesday. Because if we don't, it could possibly allow our blessings, our skittles, our rewards, our possibilities, just the feeling of being optimistic slide on by. The bottom line is, don't let that moon in Leo prove to you that you are a brat for not getting what you think that you should get sooner, more precise, more detailed in the way that you see it. Oftentimes, Spirit gives us exactly what we need when we need it, not when we decide. Just a little caution there. On Thursday, with that moon staying in Leo, it will square Uranus as well. Uranus will be in Taurus. Are you a little stubborn to change now that the day before that you kind of got your little expectations and pride all caught up in a little barbed wire fence kind of situation? Please don't. Because if you get a little stubborn and a little caught up, a little prideful come Thursday, it can stop you from making the needed changes, Uranus, that needs to happen. Stop you from being innovative. It can stop you from being different. It can stop you from seeing life in a whole nother perspective because you're stubborn and you just want to keep your own ideals in a box. There's more to explore. So be careful on Thursday not to get so hasty and caught up in what you want still, because changes are happening and they're happening with or without you. Don't get left, baby. Also on Thursday, the sun sextiles Pluto. Knowing yourself brings true power and agency to transform. So that sun in Aries is like boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, let's go. It's very self-centered. It knows itself. It wants to shine in the best way possible. Remember, the sun in Aries is all about the baby. It's all about the self fostering the self to be better in every single way, because the self says, if I can be better, I can be a leader to other people to be their better self. That's the magic behind the sun in Aries. Well, it's sextile in Pluto on Thursday, and it says if you stand directly in that space of knowing yourself without too much ego and knowing what you need, then here comes the transformations, Pluto. Here comes the power to transform your life in the best way that you know how. It's leaning to change. It's leaning to the transformations that need to happen for you. Really. So push through it in a way in which you come out on the other side a whole nother person. For sure. Aries wants you to do that thing. But make sure that your heart is always in the right place. Ooh, and I love this for Thursday. Venus is in conjunction with Saturn. Venus in Pisces is in conjunction with Saturn in Pisces. Where value meets reward. Because you stayed the course and you worked your butt off. Yes, come on. So Venus is about value. Venus is about love and beauty, right? Because it's in Pisces, it wants to give us this value and this sense of love from an ethereal standpoint, from an artistic standpoint, from a divinely lit standpoint. But it can only do that on that day and show you the magnetism of that love on that day if it is met with the hard work that you've been doing. That's Saturn. Saturn is hard work. It's discipline. It's the restrictions and the limitations that you've had on yourself. It's the boundaries that we've all been enlisting in the last couple of months, definitely. But since Saturn has been in Pisces, it's been about these boundaries that seem a little unclear, but they are sure, because they are protecting our heart and soul. They are protecting our vulnerability and our soft meat, so to speak. So when Venus and Saturn come together on Thursday, the rewards are coming via money, via love, via maybe you look a little beautiful and a little bit different. Your wardrobe is going to change. You come out going, you know what, I'm hot and I'm going to show it. Why? Because you've been doing the work, because you've been working out, because you've been tucking them tummies. And I'm not speaking medically. I'm speaking because you worked out to tuck the tummies. No judgment on anybody that has tucked them any other kind of way. Okay. The bottom line is congratulations for hard work well done on Thursday. I hope we all get the rewards we deserve. On Friday now, that moon slides out of Leo at 3:42 a.m. and goes into Virgo. That's right. So we wake up on Friday a little practical speaking, looking for the details, rational and logical, trying to figure a thing out. Less emotional when it comes to receiving emotions and when it comes to crying or releasing our emotions. And it's more about getting our details and our ducks in a row to feel better. On Friday, also, that moon will quincunx the sun. Moon in Virgo, quincunx the sun in Aries is a little weird kind of feeling. Frustration because you need to see the details in order to shine. You might feel like, there's not enough pieces to make this puzzle work. There's not enough clarity to make this thing happen. And then that Aries energy says, forget about it. Let me just move on to the next. Be careful. Cuidado. The energy of the moon says, I'm looking for the details. I'm trying to find out the rationality of this whole thing, the logic of the whole thing. Don't move too quickly if you can't find out the details yet. Allow the details to unfold so Aries sun can take that information and go forth into the atmosphere, so to speak, and make a thing happen. Please, please, please on Friday, be patient with new developments as the information is coming in, okay? It'll make you feel better at the end of the day. Saturday, with that moon being in Virgo, it will be opposition to Venus. See the magic in looking for or feeling the details, but accepting the value in the unknown. So there's an opposition. 180 degrees away from each other. And the moon in Virgo says, I feel better if I get the details, like I just said a few minutes ago. But Venus in Pisces says, in order to get the value in the worth, I have to be open. In order to get the value in the worth and of the unknown and of the things that are in the ethers, I have to be open and less detailed. Very opposite than that Virgo feeling. Here's the way to handle that. Go out and feel, get the details, accumulate the information, but stay open to the love that's divinely yours. Okay? You can absolutely do both at one time. What does that look like? Let's say you meet somebody on Saturday and Venus in Pisces has brought this person to you divinely. You get that feeling like, oh my gosh, I think this is my one. I think this is the person. The moon in Virgo says, yeah, but we need to ask some specific questions. Where you live, you got kids, you do this, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Which is all well and good. But the bottom line is still remain open to that Venus divine love and have those expressions of details and information and logical understanding to come out bit by bit so your heart and soul, your feelings, the moon can feel satiated, can understand, okay, all right, the information that I'm getting is actually validating this divine love that I feel. On Saturday as well, that moon in Virgo says, what? Let me trine Jupiter. All week, y'all been holding on. You've been kind of questioning your skittles. You've been questioning your opportunities. You've been questioning your expansion. On Saturday, it says, no. Because you went out and you looked for the details, because you asked the questions, because you went and obtained the resources to make things look logical, rational, moon in Virgo. Now it trines Jupiter on Saturday, saying, I'm going to give you what you need. I'm going to show you how to explore. I'm going to give you the possibilities and the opportunities that are coming your way. Because you did do your due diligence and you asked the questions and remained patient as the answers found you. So here comes Jupiter raining all the good stuff on you. Bravo and congratulations to all those with a surprise gift. And speaking of surprise, that's exactly how it's going to come. Because on Saturday, that moon in Virgo also trines Uranus, the planet of surprise, swift changes and innovations. So that's how these changes are happening for us, by staying open to the faithful love that we know, the unconditional love of that Venus and Pisces, remember, that's coming through. Look for those details with that moon in Virgo, but also that moon in Virgo says, once I get the details, I'm going to sit right and nice with Uranus and change my whole perspective on a thing. Make me look a particular way, see a particular way differently, see my life changing because I deserve this change. Now my love looks a particular way. My worth looks a particular way because I deserve it and because I can feel it and I went out there to make it happen. And then lastly, on Sunday, that moon goes into Libra around about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before that, of course, it'll be in Virgo still, and it will be in opposition to Neptune and Pisces. Being particular about your dreams and artistic pursuits allows you to have a different sense of faith and peace. I say do that. What I mean is, I say be very particular about your artistic dreams. Be very particular about your connection to spirit. Be very particular about how Neptune, remember Neptune is about all things that we can feel but we can't touch. Be very particular about the conversations that you have inside your own internal conversations, the best ones possible, that you are cheerleading yourself, saying you can do it, I believe in you, I can do that thing. Be very, very particular about how you're talking to yourself and how you are encouraging yourself, because on Sunday, for sure, it wants to bring results. It wants you to attract all the things that you deserve from the ethers and reality right in your face. So make it happen. Be clear about how you want to live your beautiful life and let Neptune bring that to you. This is, in my opinion, other than the sun going into Aries, the biggest aspect of the week. Venus sextiles Jupiter. Come on now. Venus, being in Pisces, sextiles Jupiter in Taurus. Venus is about love. Venus is about beauty, about value, self-worth, about money. Venus is about passion, the propulsion, the desire of a thing. It is sitting right and nice with Jupiter, the bringer of the gifts, the opportunity maker, the Skittles. Come on now. When what you deserve becomes your reality. I kind of just said that with that Neptune thing. But here's the difference. With that Neptune and the moon being in opposition, that's us on Sunday morning opening up in prayer, in meditation, allowing what it is that we want and desire to find us. And then Venus sextiles Jupiter to say all that desire, all that stuff that you conjured up inside in your meditation, all the feeling of love that you have on you, that you are being vulnerable to express, is coming back to you tenfold through Jupiter's blessings. Jupiter again deals with expansion, opportunities, blessings, rewards, just positive feels, y'all, and expounding to be better than you were yesterday. Jupiter says, I'm going to make you better because I'm going to make you see the bigger picture in a thing. So honestly, sit in that on Sunday. Stay in meditation on Sunday. Ask the questions on Sunday. At the same time, be very, very happy and celebratory about the little wins that you have that day. Because the little wins beget bigger wins that beget bigger wins. And the next thing you know, you're sitting on the Powerball, y'all. All right, before I get out of here, let's pull a dynamic card from our Osho Zen tarot card deck and see what the vibration for this week is. You ready? First of all, I love my connection with spirit. I know when I pull these cards, I know when I do these reports, I know that when I pray and invite everybody in here to assess what it is that we need to be focused on, I am divinely lit. Trust and believe. I just know that in my heart. So for us to pull out this card this week says it all. Guidance, y'all. They are watching us and guiding us to our divinity. Come on. That's that Pisces energy. That's that Venus in Pisces kissing that Jupiter. They are guiding us to our pot of gold, so to speak. And that pot of gold can be any and everything. It can be as little as you just smiling all day, which is a good thing, or as big as winning that Powerball. But guidance is necessary. And when we are guided, we have to believe that we are going in the direction that is set off for us by those that care the most, our ancestors, our guides, and God, whatever you call him or her. The angelic figure with rainbow-colored wings on this card represents the guide that each of us carries within. Like the second figure in the background, we may sometimes be a little reluctant to trust this guide when it comes to us, because we are so accustomed to taking our cues from the outside rather than from the inside. The truth of our own deepest being is trying to show you where to go right now. And when this card appears for us, it means that you can trust your inner guidance that you are being given. It speaks in whispers, and sometimes we can hesitate, not knowing if we have understood rightly. But the indications are clear. In following the inner guide, we will feel more whole, more integrated, as if we were moving outwards from our very center of our being. If you go with it, this beam of light will carry you exactly where you need to go. Ashe, aho, and amen. That's for you. We just talked about this whole time. The guidance, the love that's taken us there, the love within our heart that's fueled by the love of them. I'm excited. I can go on 7 tangents, but I won't. I'll just wish you a beautiful, beautiful day and say, please pay attention to that guide that's within you. Please pay attention and believe the voices that you hear that are very distinct and connected. You are God's child. Remember that. So you are being guided. Much love to you and all that you do, and I hope to see you on Thursday for our eclipse special live on the 21st, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Can't wait to share. Take care, okay? Adios.